books that I like to have at hand when I'm working on education materials tend to be a lot of Pi Corbett's books. I'm a huge fan and probably own every single book he's written. I'm an advocate of Talk for Writing, and he has several books on this subject matter, and the materials are fantastic to use, especially when I'm training student teachers and giving them examples of how to use his work effectively. On a personal level, the books that I like to read, I take very much after my father. We used to go camping every year and sit on the beach in caravan, and he brought me up on Agatha Christie books. And Miss Marple, I think, was the first that I got into, followed by Hercule Poirot. And then we've moved on to authors such as Patricia Cornwell and Karen Slaughter and Kathy Reichs, and of course there's James Patterson as well. And we both share a love of those crime thriller mysteries. Twitter. I love Twitter. Who to follow? Where do I start? There are so many wonderful people, and I do follow quite a wide cross-section of people. For all I'm primary trained and worked in primary schools, I have a lot of Twitter followers and people I follow from the secondary sector as well. When it comes to primary school, if you're looking for really good people, I recommend Lee Parkinson. He goes by the name of ICT Mr. P, and he does a lot of work with Alan Peat, who's also great to follow, where they look at writing. Michael Rosen is another great one to follow. His blogs really do hit the spot. He gets a lot of the information there clearly for everybody. Stephen Lockyer, he's another favourite of mine, and I had the privilege of endorsing and putting the recommendation together for a couple of his books, and he does a lot of work, quality work, looking at education. And of course there's the Literacy Shed site run by Reggie Robb, and you'll find him on Twitter as well and on Facebook. In the secondary school side, at Ross Morrison McGill, he's Teacher Toolkit, and then we have Tom Sherrington, John Tomsett, Stephen Tierney and Paul Ainsworth, another person who I had the privilege of writing a recommendation for their book. They do a lot of work on leadership, and if you're looking at roles in leadership, these are quality people to follow on Twitter. And of course, there's me. Blogs are always interesting to read, and to make sure you never miss a blog, it's a good idea to subscribe to it, because every time the blogger puts a new post out, you automatically get an email, and then you can never miss it, and you can bookmark them and save them. Blogs that I always look out for are Tom Sherrington's blog. He puts lots of good ideas together for quality teaching and learning, what to do right as a teacher. There's Ross Morrison McGill. He puts a lot of good blogs there, especially how to manage your workload and get a good work-life balance and top tips. Stephen Tierney has a great blog all about leadership and management and about curriculum design. Then there's Kev Bartle. He's head teacher down at Cannons High School in London, and he does a lot with CPD and shares the staff's training with everybody out there through his blog. Teach Meets. What is a Teach Meet? It's an informal unconference, as they like to be described. I enjoy attending Teach Meets as well as presenting at Teach Meets. They're great places not just to network with people, but to magpie ideas. You often get Teach Meets where people will speak for 2 minutes, 5 minutes or 7 minutes, and they will share some amazing top tips that you can take straight back into your classrooms. The best Teach Meets are ones that can happen quite sort of impromptu style, and you get to meet great people who give you some really top-notch ideas. If you can't attend a Teach Meet, every Teach Meet usually has their own personalised hashtag for the event, so you can still follow the trend, follow what people are sharing and magpie ideas, and people often take photographs of things upon the Teach Meet screens, so you can nick those ideas too.